The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Reed is the motion man here. Here's a first carry for their running back. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a first.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
He'll take this down to the 43, a short pickup there. Here's 2nd and 9. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Now this time they'll look to throw. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And the Raiders are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. Chance here for the first points of this Super Bowl. 1st down and goal. Here's a run to the 5-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Second and goal. They'll go with him again. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Bucs are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Bucs have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a run going left. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay. The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Taking off. And he slides and covers up at the end. Avoids the hit. And picked up decent yardage along the way.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage. But at least he avoids taking that shot.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back. And you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space. And he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. And that is incomplete.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to be 4th down. The Raiders send their punt team out. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. To the air now on 1st and 10. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line. He runs with it.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Two minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. That one knocked away and incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one intercepted. Big opening up the middle. Inside the 20. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Quick throw, taken in.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
2nd and 7. They'll look to throw yet again. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Raiders. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Now they'll set up to throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. They'll look to throw again. He's got his big tight end, Okonkwo. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Back to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
A big play here in the big game. Pickup of 46 yards. The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. This will be a 41-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Raiders are back within 2 scores.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. So we are at halftime here in the Super Bowl. And for the final time this year, we send it to Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. To the right side here. Pass is caught. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Now he'll air one out. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter, they convert on 4th down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd and 6. He's got the first down and more than that. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Quick throw here is complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Mitchell. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They face second down and 7. They'll stick with him again. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And Sunday Night Football continues after this.
Let's go. Come on, we need these 3 points.
Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. That's fielded at about the 18. And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. to throw here to begin the drop. That's caught left side by Bowers.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Second down and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Big play coming up. This is third down. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll run on second down. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting third down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This one complete right side. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Vegas.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Give them 15 more on that one. Move. It's a first down. Back to the air one more time. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
They'll throw now 3rd and forever. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
Just under 2 minutes to play on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. We are set for 4th and long. They'll drop to throw. That is hard down the field. He's got it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line. A first down on a gain of 11. Here we go. First and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game...
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Tampa. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He'll start at the 4. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. He'll look deep, left sideline.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's going to look downfield once again. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it just past their 25.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Hugs on that sideline. One final kneel down, and that will put the bow on this championship season. And the Buccaneers have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Commissioner Goodell on the podium, set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They are the champions of Super Bowl 63. So that'll do it for another spectacular season of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner, Greg Olson, and our entire crew, I'm Mike Tirico. We'll do it again come the fall. Till then, so long from the Super Bowl.